man.
Man,
I
God,
gave the utmost respect to my toys. I phased them out respectfully.
bro, Josh, bro, Josh used to be the biggest bully. I know we're on YouTube live right now, so Josh is my older brother. Man, that man was the biggest bully. I be playing with my John Cena and Jeff Hardy wrestlers, and man, all that clinking around with your dolls. I'm like, bro, they not dolls, they action figures. What action do they do? You the one making them do the action. That sound like dolls. I'm like, bro, I'm over here 7 years old crying, like, bro, they
I
action
was going to
figures.
say, I'd be like SpongeBob. I have a whole sweater of tears after that.
Bro, he used to fry me
Like,
because he had a point. Like, he was like, what
this is
action do
what I
they
said.
do?
Actually, do they do? You had to do it.
I was like, man.
That's how my mom was at Walmart. Talking about something. Hey, he want these little wrestling dolls. I'm like, mother, they action figures. You know, and the dude looking at me like,
Right, that'd be so hurt. And then they cost, so then you got to explain them why they cost like $20. Like, he's like, hey, look, they not.
yeah, because it'd be like three different tiers. Like, you got one. I'm like, well, him, he can move his shoulder, but he can't move his elbow. But if you get this one, it's $5 more. He can move his elbow. But if you get this other one, he can move his stomach. Not his stomach, but he can bend. It was insane.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. There was one day, it was one Christmas. I think I had to have been like 10. You know, like you look at the bag, you feel the bag, you're like, oh, this a wrestler. And you're like, oh man, this a wrestler. All right. All right. I'm like, you done did me right. All right. I opened it up. It was Davari. Man, I was the most depressed kid. I was like, man, what is this? I was like, what am I supposed to do with Davari, man? I'm like, I was hurt.
Man.
Because it was Davari manager. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? And then on the tag, it said like $3.99. I'm like, oh, so this is why you got me this. I'm like,
I can't even attest to that, man. I was I was going through the bed like another John Cena. Let's go. I got the
man,
camo source, the black source. Good plan.
people used to give you the cheapest. People used to give you the cheapest action figures, the cheapest wrestlers. I had 3 Mavens. Why? Like, you know, what sense does that make?
That's crazy. See,
I'm telling you, people was doing me dirty, man. Devin, oh my God, another John Cena.
yeah, now I'm looking back. I'm like, dang, I had it good, man.
Now I'm gonna look at Devin. Now we're gonna look at Devin's kid. Another Roman? Thanks, Dad.
This one got the red glove.
This one, see, I can see you giving your son the whole set. Your son got like this. Your son got this design, like this fake sleeve of the tribal tattoo, of like the Samoan tattoos that they got.
I'm like, it just washes off, you know.
He just wash it off. He good.
He both walking around with it.
Look, I got nothing to say about this. I don't even know what I'm gonna get. I might just treat my son cheap. He gonna have a bunch of Dana Brooks.
See, they ain't gonna break the cycle. Then he gonna do his son the same way. He gonna be telling the same story one day. I opened up, and what is this? You know,
I was disappointed. But look, let's get even more disappointed when we start off this show. Oh my God, this person needs to get off my screen. I can't even stand looking at this person.
He must got a picture of me up there, man. Dang, yeah, he got to look at me anyway.
See, exactly. See, yeah. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes, right next to me. Devin, how you doing today?
I'm feeling fantastic. Yeah, that's the good
one.
You
look guilty. You looking around like you look like you got to let something out.
I haven't had a cup of coffee today, so I'm trying to see how I'm gonna manage. But I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. You look scary. I'm worried for you. I don't know. I don't know if you about to jump out of the pit of rage or just fall out of the chair in general. Like I'm kind of scared.
Hey, it all remains to be seen.
Well, yeah, we gonna figure it out. Let's get to the most recent news, and that's the Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor. We took a look at it, Devin. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just give my overall thoughts real fast, just because I don't want to intercept you, but I got it. My explanation is kind of weird because the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view Man, I was bored. Like, but the thing is, I wasn't bored in a bad way. I wasn't bored like this. This was new wrestling. This was new to me. So Jonathan Gresham, they didn't have a problem with him at all. The 6-man tag was something new. Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta, that pure champion match. I was never familiar with that. That was all right. That was pretty cool. It was new. I was kind of bored, but it was cool. I didn't mind going back to it again. Devin, your thoughts on it? On Death Before Dishonor?
I would say from a just straight wrestling standpoint, to me, it was pretty good. It was pretty fun. It's just yeah, for me, it's new too. I mean, I've always known it, like Ring of Honor. I'm not saying like that was my first experience of it, but I just never gravitate towards it. But when I do get to sit in front of it, it's not bad at all. It's just commentary wise, I could have some tweaks on that, but
man, let me just say the commentary was awful. I ain't like it one bit. And that's no, I'm not knocking them at all. At least I'm not trying to. But man, it was bad. Caprice Coleman, I think that's his name. Nah, it just wasn't it. I'm sorry, bro. But well, we're not gonna give you the full-blown review. We're just gonna give you the highlights of what we saw. But pretty much Claudio Castagnoli defeated Jonathan Gresham to win the Ring of Honor World Championship. That was pretty crazy. Jonathan Gresham's held the title since December, and he's been a really, really good champion until Ring of Honor went down, or temporarily went down. And now he lost his title. Devin, your thoughts on it?
It happened to me pretty quick. In like the way going into it, I couldn't see Claudio coming in, all this hype and energy, and you just don't, he doesn't win there. What will you do after that? But then on the other hand, it's just like, to me, it just felt kind of just like a snap. Like it wasn't a built up thing for him to lose it. It was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna take your title. And that's what he did. And it's like, all right. I mean, he has ties to Ring of Honor, so it's not like he just popped in and just, well, guess I'll be Ring of Honor World Champion. So, I mean, he has roots there. So it's not like it's that type of story.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It just seems like, and it's me personally, I feel like when Tony Khan cleaned house, and it seems like that's what he's trying to do, is cleaning house in the Ring of Honor. The Briscoes lost their Ring of Honor tag titles to FTR. Deonna Purrazzo lost her women's championship to Mercedes Martinez, a newcomer in AEW that was recently at the time. And then you got Jonathan Gresham. He's now lost his title to Claudio Castagnoli. He hasn't done much at all. We haven't seen him at all. Nowhere in AEW. He was on a YouTube episode. He was a YouTuber for a little bit. But it's just finding it crazy how Tony Khan pretty much bought Ring of Honor, and now he's just cleaning it out of their champions, the people that pretty much ran the whole company before it went under. Devin, your thoughts on that? Do you think it's just a Tony Khan? Just your thoughts on it.
No, I agree. It does look like that, especially now with the top world championship with Claudio, and like you said with Mercedes Martinez, and like it is kind of like I looked at it like, I mean, I'm hoping that Ring of Honor is just like their, how can I say it, like a brand that's on the same level. I don't want them to look at it like, I want it to be how there's like a, Raw, SmackDown, there's a Dynamite, Rampage, and a Ring of Honor. Like, I don't know when they'll finally have some type of streaming where it's like a weekly thing for them. But I'm hoping that it could be like that third brand for them, not just something that they just touch upon like every month or so. Something we can constantly see and invest into that being joined with the All Elite.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense, and I think a lot of changes went to that. Like, a lot of change went to that, especially with the Briscoes being signed now to Ring of Honor. That's a good thing. They can't be on AEW because of what they said a while ago. We're not going to touch on that right now, but even it's just crazy through all of that. The Ring of Honor it's getting a lot of change. It's definitely getting a whole lot of change, and it's in Tony Khan's vision. And so it's just it's looking weird for the moment, but where I'm just hoping that Ring of Honor doesn't lose what made it good, that underground scene. You know, I've heard a lot about Jonathan Gresham, but I haven't seen him wrestle till just now. We've heard a lot about Mercedes Martinez before she got to WWE and AEW. We've heard about Deonna Purrazzo. You know, everything underground has just been so awesome in the independent scene. It's just been so clean and clear cut. And then when you see them, it looks awesome and they get these huge pops. But now they're pretty much it's getting what's the word? I can't call it stale. Samoa Joe's also a champion. He just beat Jay Lethal, another independent guy that hasn't been, you know, huge on AEW or WWE, but he's done a lot, especially in Ring of Honor. And he can't get a win on Samoa Joe. Granted, Samoa Joe is a Ring of Honor guy, but we understand trying to put big names on these titles, but just don't punish the guys that were putting in work for it, you know, before you before you got your hands on the company. I hope that makes sense.
No, exactly.
So yeah, Ring of Honor. Devin, your thoughts on did you want to touch on anything? Because obviously FTR, they retained the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. That match was crazy. Samoa Joe retained his title, the Ring of Honor TV title. Mercedes Martinez retained her Ring of Honor Women's title against Serena Deeb. You know, you had Rush taking on Dragon Lee. Devin, just your thoughts on Ring of Honor. Was there anything you wanted to touch on? Oh, I'm sorry. Also Wheeler Yuta and William Regal took on Daniel Garcia. He was with William Regal. William Regal was fighting with him. But Wheeler Yuta took on Daniel Garcia, and he beat him to retain the Pure Championship. Devin, just your thoughts on, was there anything you want to touch on in this pay-per-view?
Whole lot of retention. No, I'm just kidding. No, just like when you look up and down the card, like it's just, aside from the first match, I'm like everybody pretty much retained. But I will touch on that FTR Briscoes match. Those chops that Dax Harwood was taking, man, they were like, "Oh, he's bleeding." I'm like, "He's bleeding out his chest." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, I'm just tailored to like chest is just getting red, and that's it. They don't chop it no more. Like I'll say that was one thing that stood out to me, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like, but I thought that was a really good match, perfect for a main event.
Yeah, you had Dax and one of the Briscoes just throwing hands. Like usually it's like fists. It's usually just forearms or little slaps here and there. Nah, they squatted up and they was swinging. Like they was just throwing fists. It was pretty crazy. So just getting put through tables, the whole 9 yards. FTR is just an amazing team in general, and I'm glad that we're seeing it. So all in all, Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia, that match kind of, I don't know. There was just a whole lot going on. There was so many rules in that match. Daniel Garcia hit the ropes. Daniel Garcia has used 1 rope break. He has 2 remaining. What the hell? I'm like, you know, this is new. I'm not saying I hated it because it is new. I liked it. You know, I would watch a match like that of some sort again. I like Daniel Garcia's. I think that's his finishing move. That seatbelt pin that he has. That move is pretty cool. But he is Iron Neck. You seen the Iron Neck? You seen he get hit with a power driver and kicked out at 2? Look, I know he's seen it.
I just feel like I see a trademark at the end of it every time you say it. Though, just
the Iron Neck. I'm telling you, man. There's nothing this man can't get out of. I promise you. But Wheeler Yuta ended up, you know, retaining his Pure Championship. It's something new. It's something I really like. So I can't complain. I just wish Jay Lethal. I just want to see Jay Lethal win a little bit more. Every time I see him on AEW on YouTube, I see him on Dynamite. I see him anytime he touches my TV screen. I know it's a loss on his side, and it's sad. I just hope they treat Jay Lethal better. I don't want him to be one of those guys one of the workhorses. And this man's great. This man's really good. We're just gonna job him out for 9 months because why not? Because he's good. He'll get back to tip-top shape eventually. But Devin, before we get to the big Ring of Honor news, Vince McMahon announced his retirement from the WWE. Well, I'm going to read his statement. I'm just going to read the paragraph, and then I'm going to ask for your thoughts. But As I approach 77 years old, I feel it's time for me to retire as chairman and CEO of WWE. Throughout the years, it's been a privilege to help WWE bring you joy, inspire you, thrill you, surprise you, and always entertain you. I would like to thank my family for mightily contributing to our success. And I would also like to thank all of our past and present superstars and employees for their dedication and passion for our brand. Most importantly, I would like to thank our fans for allowing us into your homes every week and being your choice of entertainment. I have the deepest appreciation and admiration for our generations of fans all over the world who have liked, currently like, and sometimes even love our form of sports entertainment. Devin, your thoughts on Vince McMahon's statement and just him retiring?
Well, I mean, on his statement, great statement. He did touch on everything he needed to touch on, but it's pretty wild. But I will say, with all due respect, it was gonna happen eventually. Just didn't think it would happen when it did. Just chilling, just having a regular day, and then you just look down. Vince McMahon retired. What? Vince McMahon retired? Okay, dang. Like, but some really moving stuff. Like in terms of like pieces. I'm not saying like I was, I wasn't crying in the parking lot, but yeah, that's maybe it still hasn't processed for me yet. I'll put it that way.
It's weird. And I told Devin before the show about how I found out. And for those that do know, I work for a radio station, and one of the hosts was going off about a certain school. I'm not gonna say what school. It's a college school. So he's just like, this school is crazy. It's ridiculous. Their academics is this, that, and the other. And if they want to get out of there, he's just going off about their sports. And in the middle of his rant, another thing. Vince McMahon retires. I'm like, what? Vince McMahon has officially retired. And I was just like, don't tell me that. Don't do this. Like, don't make me walk out of here. Like, because upon recent allegations and what's going on, this is Vince McMahon. Like, it's one of those guys where you like him, you're not supposed to, but you're just like, man, I can't help it. Like, he funny. He that class clown that everybody likes. You don't like him, but you're like, man, you funny. You funny dude. Like, you like. So,
He said, "You all right, Vince?"
Do you think that him retiring means that there's going to be even worse allegations coming out, or do you think this is as worse as it can get?
I'm gonna say it will possibly be worse. Maybe he was just trying to hurry up and get out of Dodge. That's why he won't be just bringing his mess, right into the center of WWE like that. I hate to be that, negative about it, but with the recent news and constantly finding out different things, it's hard to really have any type of feeling that it could be the end. Like, okay, maybe that's it. I just feel like they keep going through the dirt, finding more stuff that's been hidden. So at least let him out of the way. We don't have to have him popping up on TV while this stuff is going on. And it's just when you think about people that's affected and they just seeing him on TV, just hey, it's not a good look.
Yeah, no, it's not a good look at all. And it's crazy because this is Vince McMahon retiring, and all he gets is a thank you, Vince chant. That's pretty much all it goes down to.
If his laundry wasn't so dirty, I mean.
Yeah, he would still be here right now.
Still either that or have a cleaner celebration.
That's crazy. Yeah, if all of this wouldn't have happened, he wouldn't have retired at all. He probably would have still had 10 years left. That's something that's crazy. Forced to retire because of all this. And granted, he's probably not even upset at all. He probably could care less. As long as there's a McMahon and everything else in the company, that's all good. But one person that the company was almost without was Brock Lesnar. Because as soon as Brock Lesnar found out, his exact quote it's alleged that his quote was, well, if he's gone, I'm gone. And the skedaddle on out of there. And so he says, obviously they will try to get him to come back. This is hours before SmackDown. And then rumors started to circulate. Brock said, if he's out, I'm out. He dipped. So, and then obviously on SmackDown, we saw him. He showed up. So he didn't leave. He's still with the company. But Devin, your thoughts on Brock Lesnar's comments on if he's gone, I'm gone.
I mean, what did he want, his input on it before Vince decided to retire? I mean,
right.
I'm like, look, Brock Lesnar, don't come and get me. I'm just saying, did you think you had to be in on that decision? I mean, know what Vince.
Devin said, "Who do you think you are, Brock?"
Well, it's just WWE still gonna be. I know Vince McMahon is the huge pivotal reason why we still got it and where it's at. But at the end of the day, that's the thing. He's built this thing to run for as long as it can be sustained. So I hate to say it, but even with him not behind the wheel, the WWE train is still going, wheel and train. The WWE train is going to still roll on, is what I'm trying to say. So for Brock Lesnar to kind of feel that way, like, what? I'm gone. Like, what? I mean, the show's still going to go on. You see it obviously still went on anyway, even if they had to change it up for him to come in at the very end. That's just my whole point. I'm like, did he think he had to be last vote or something? Like, oh, Vince, you can't retire because if you do, I'm gone. Just saying. And if he didn't come back, I was going to expect that memo to come out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. They wasn't going to do that to Brock.
I was going to want my apology real quick.
They wasn't going to do that to Brock. Let me tell you why they wasn't going to do that to Brock. Brock not only brings in more money than Naomi and Sasha combined, but he's also getting paid more than Sasha and Naomi combined. So Brock Lesnar can blow a snot rocket on the ground. Man, Stephanie, you can get up out of here with all that. You out here, you got me messed up, Steph, man. I'm out of here.
I can just see he put his hat on, just man. He did like that Simpsons thing, man, when he walk back in.
Right, exactly. And then he'll still get a phone call, Brock, please. Like, Brock, please don't do this. And Sasha Banks and Naomi, they just gotta look, man. Tell them they unprofessional, they trash, they should be ashamed of themselves. And if you got a Sasha and Naomi doll, rip their arms off and their legs off. Like, it was just like, dang. It was like, why I had to be so intense?
Telling you, for weeks.
For weeks, exactly. You know what? So I don't know which one to move to. I'm gonna stay into the WWE realm because Paul Levesque, also known as Triple H, is the new WWE EVP of Talent Relations. So we got Stephanie, CEO. We got Triple H, EVP of Talent Relations, man. Devin, your thoughts on it?
We got that McMahon Helmsley faction back, man, for playing. We got Trips in here again. I'm just playing. All jokes aside, I mean, it's great that after everything, especially that Triple H has been through, that he's even back able to come back to his, daily operations and everything. That's great to see. And things will be shifting in WWE. It ain't gonna happen today. It ain't gonna happen tomorrow. Maybe not even next week. But we're gonna feel it.
Wow, it's definitely gonna be something nice. It's gonna be something nice. We're probably gonna get some independent players back. Jonathan Gresham probably gonna get a phone call. More on that later.
It's about to be different.
I'm telling you. But look, Triple H says that he's healthy, fired up, and ready to take charge. And Bruce Pritchard is named interim head of talent relations. He was named interim head of relations talent last month after John Laurinaitis was placed on administrative leave from the WWE board of directors because he's getting investigated, him and Vince McMahon. And so, but after all of this, Triple H is healthy and he's ready. So it's all looking good.
It's time to play the game.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to get that in there.
No, it's cool. Get it out your system. Get it out your, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. Well, one person that is happy about Vince McMahon's retirement is Tony Khan. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? Tony Khan actually wrote out a tweet after it was announced that Vince McMahon had retired. And as this tweet loads, he says, "Thank you to wrestling fans and your great support of AEW. I'm grateful to now be the longest tenured CEO in pro wrestling. Thank you very much to every single person who watches AEW on TV. See you for Friday night on AEW Rampage on TNT Drama, 10 p.m. Yeah. Devin, your thoughts on Tony Khan's comments?"
I was only confused when when I first saw it. I thought like he was saying like, he was like the longest like running. Like I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm like looking at Vince's, how long he was running WWE. I was kind of like, what? And then I had to just take it for what he was saying. I mean, I'm used to this stuff with Tony, man. Just like with the Money in the Bank when they had to move arenas, and he's like, "Oh, can you believe they had to move Money in the Bank?" Man, worry about your product, dude. Like, calm down. Like we love AEW. Like you ain't gotta do all that. Just come on, plug, Rampage, Dynamite, and do it. I ain't telling the man how to work his Twitter, but then
no, you got a point. You definitely got a point. It's also noted that some people said the CEO of Impact Wrestling actually got his position in 2016. AEW was just about to launch. So there was like, if we're being honest with ourselves, they said the Impact CEO was probably going to be the longest tenured. I've been looking to find confirmation on that, but man, finding information on the Impact CEO was harder than getting through a whole episode of Impact. But Devin, look, the crazy part about this tweet with Tony Khan, just the very beginning, I'm grateful to now be your longest tenured CEO at pro wrestling. Bro, like it is not that deep. It's literally not that deep.
That's what I'm saying. It's like just literally plug your shows and go. Like just
like give it time. Like people expect this. People think that this man is like the nicest, generous. I want to hug everybody. We get it. It's competition, but bro, relax yourself. Like it's not that deep. You see what Vince McMahon is going through. Now watch you go through some foolishness and you lock your door because you're sensitive. Like, and everybody's just bashing on you. Like it's gonna be crazy. So, and I'm not trying to be called Tony Khan sensitive this because I don't know him. I'm not trying to bash the guy, but the way he's acting right now, his reactions just it's not clever. I don't think it's cool at all.
And it's just with just AEW still being like young. That's why I'm just like, I can see you've been around about 15 years, maybe almost 20. And okay, but like, it's still young. Like just keep moving.
He also comments that said, well, I've only kind of commented about AEW. I was referencing that Rampage is on. It's just the fact that big major companies that I would consider the big three, now I am the longest tenured, of course, Takami Ohbari, and there's a new CEO in WWE. Also, so I just think if you consider it in pro wrestling, I think it's a fair statement. I just thought it was a factual statement on a note to promote Rampage, but that's all it was. I can't say anything else about it. Devin, your thoughts?
Man, Tony, put the phone down, man. just I would have just been sitting there just like this. Just go home, sit down somewhere, man. Just you did enough.
Yeah, everything is just so serious to him.
Which I mean, that's fine. It's just still I'm taking the phone. Like I'm like the Simpsons. Like I'm gonna need you to log out.
But look, let's get into somebody that has some words for Tony Khan as we're finding out this morning. Well, me this morning, Devin this afternoon.
And they logged out too.
Jonathan Gresham. He asked for his AEW and Ring of Honor released, and he reportedly cussed out Tony Khan while doing so. So it said that Gresham lost the Ring of Honor World Championship to Claudio Castagnoli, as we talked about. And they said Fightful Select said that they were told there's a lack of communication between the company and Gresham leading up to this weekend. And Gresham has said to have felt disrespected by this, among other things. We learned that the lack of time for the world title match was a tipping point as well. Fightful notes that Gresham finally met with Tony Khan before Death Before Dishonor, and was said to have communicated the frustration that led to him cussing out Tony Khan. Gresham was the Ring of Honor World Champion when the promotion was currently purchased by Tony Khan, and Gresham signed a contract for Ring of Honor and AEW in April. So it says that, here goes the crazy part. Fightful wrote that they were told from Gresham's side of things, Gresham's team, that he's done with wrestling for the foreseeable future after this month. Gresham is scheduled to be a part of the card for Ric Flair's last match on Sunday, July 31st, and is facing Nick Wayne, Alan Angels, and Konosuke Takeshita in a 4-way match. Gresham's only had 4 matches on AEW programming. So he's pretty much done with wrestling now for the foreseeable future. Obviously, he can't come back. We know when wrestlers say they retire, they never retire. So, Devin, your thoughts on just this whole thing, a whole lack of communication from Tony Khan, just frustration on Jonathan Gresham's part, led to him cussing out Tony Khan before the pay-per-view. He loses the match, and now he wants his AEW Ring of Honor release. Devin, your thoughts?
Man, I hate to see it, but I feel like it's been built up. Like, I feel like it's not only just from what occurred last night, just in general. And then you touch on the lack of communication. It's just like, well, dang, like, I'm the whole Ring of Honor World Champion. You know, can I be in the loop of what's going on? And then even with like the complaint about the time, like, yes, the World Championship, it should be more time given to that prestigious of a championship that it should be. And, you know, if he's done with wrestling, I would hate to see that. I would love to see more of him. He's solid in the ring, but man, frustration right there. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be that person, but I mean, I was going with Tony Khan and stuff, like everybody, oh my God, you know, let's go over here. So I'm like, no, it was going to be eventually somebody was going to be rubbed the wrong way. And just like we had these issues with WWE, AEW was going to get them eventually. Like I said, I'm not saying I want controversy. I want people to be upset. I mean, but it's going to happen. I just don't want people to be like, oh, you know, let's go over here. Like, it ain't always perfect on the other side. What they say, what the grass is greener or something like that.
Yeah, the grass ain't greener on the other side.
There you go. See.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. It's just crazy how the Jonathan Gresham, like we talked about, he's been all on Impact, mainly been on Impact, you know, with his wife, Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace hasn't been signed to AEW. I'm pretty sure we can probably tell why. We don't know why, but I'm pretty sure now we can see why. And Tony Khan, it seems that when he's forced to do something, he just kind of doesn't want to do it. Oh, you have to talk to Marco Stunt about your contract. Nah, I'm cool. He'll figure it out. Oh, bro, you got to talk to Chavo. Oh, Chavo can figure it out. I'm looking at CM Punk right now. Oh, bro, what about Alan Angels, bro? What about you forgetting about him? Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm looking at Christian. I'm giving him MJF's lyric in lines right now. Hold on, bro. Like, you know, it's just crazy how Tony Khan pays attention to the people that he wants to pay attention to. And I'm talking that in a Booker's mindset. Like, maybe you have too much on your plate. And maybe especially when you sign this guy and you're not communicating with him whatsoever, then as soon as he walks into the building, oh yeah, your time's getting cut short. Your match is going on first, and you're losing your title. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so when can I slap you across the face like Brett did Vince? You know, like when can we recreate this Montreal screwdrive? Because I'm ready to go down right now. You know, it's like that. That's me.
If somebody said that in the tone you did, man, I'm dipping. Like,
like, bro, like that would be me. I would be like, okay, so when could I put you in the chokehold so let me get this over with? Because now you're just being disrespectful.
You just tripping now.
Exactly. Jonathan Gresham definitely deserves more. But they said he's done with wrestling for the foreseeable future. Hopefully he's not done at all. Hopefully he's not done altogether because he's really good. I really like what he's done. But man, yeah, Tony Khan, obviously you have a lot on your plate. That's all it is. I just think he has too much on his plate and he can't balance it out. He can't handle the work. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Tony Khan, it's not a shame I don't think it's a shame on you moment. I just think it happens. It definitely happens. You just can't let it happen to the wrong people. When it's happening to a Marco Stunt and it's happening to Joey Janela, you see people on YouTube, the YouTube shows, they don't talk too much about, the WWE released 1,000 people. Shame on WWE. You should be ashamed. Everybody should just go to hell. And then it's like Tony Khan releasing these. So Tony Khan doesn't even release people. They're just like, hey, Tony, my contract up. Tony.
Do not disturb.
Tony, my contract up. Go away. Like, that's Tony. Tony Khan ain't even opening up his door. Like, he ain't communicating. Like, as soon as your contract up, you just know, oh, I guess I ain't coming back. I ain't. It's pretty much, you just pretty much just got Thanos snapped, bro. As soon as your contract up. Like, Tony Khan can care less about you. So I ain't trying to put on like a
no, it's fine. I just have to always illustrate this stuff in my head, and then it's just picture this big old castle. They outside trying to get buzzed in. They Tony.
I'm telling you, ever seen? I forgot what Jets player it was. When he rings the doorbell and he tries to like open up the door, he's like, "Dang, did I get traded?" Like,
that's what I was thinking about. Like, you going to open up the door, your key card don't work no more. Like,
right? He's like, "Dang, I get traded." That's exactly what it is. And then you see somebody yesterday. And then you see somebody, you see an ex-WWE star. What up, bro? They card work. They just walk in. What you doing? Come on, man.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. You got MJF in the bushes. See, I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Like, you got the same shirt on.
Well, y'all should just turn around. Tony Khan don't care. He don't care if you're an ex-WWE guy, man. So yeah, that's all that's going on in Tony Khan now. It's good that we can clown about this because, like, when it's an AEW to WWE perspective, it's just everybody just gets so disgusted and hateful with each other. The best comment. So you guys just want to see 100 arm drags. You just want to see
arm drags, you arm dragger.
That was crazy. What was that tweet? I sent you a tweet actually. That was the most wildest.
Oh, you talking about when they ruined wrestling with that barbed wire match?
Yeah, I got it right here. Somebody, you know what? I'll give them a shout out. Shout out Jobber Nation TV. They tweeted out Jericho versus Kingston has been exactly what I predicted. Hardcore garbage and a bore fest. A true disaster. As a wrestling fan, I am embarrassed for what we witnessed. I agree with him until he said that. But then he says AEW may have officially killed wrestling tonight. The guys comment on the bottom. Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13 had blood, but did y'all hate that? We comparing Bret Hart and Stone Cold against Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho in a nonsense AEW Dynamite. We comparing that to WrestleMania 13. This is how crazy not only wrestling fans are. Look, I know WWE fans are like delusional. I can admit I could be delusional, but AEW fans are psychotic. You can't say nothing positive.
You just want to see arm drags all day. You born.
Right, exactly. Darby Allin falls from a helicopter and into the ring and falls on 10 people. Like, this is wrestling. This is wrestling. If you don't like this, get your eyes and ears checked. Get out of Vince McMahon's basement. Because you love AEW. So, like, bro, it's not that deep. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. I
don't either. That's why I'm like, man, I don't know what to tell you. I see that nonsense and just don't know what to say. I just don't see how you could even compare that. Go, oh, you Bret Hart and Stone Cold. Like, really? You finna compare that? Go on somewhere. Matter of fact, let me have your phone too. I'm gonna be like a teacher, man.
They're like, man, Jeff Hardy did 15,000 Swan times in AEW. He only been there a month and a half. Like, what's going on? Well, Jimmy Fly Snuka, when he went on the top of the steel cage and jumped off, y'all ain't say nothing. Like, it's not that deep.
I'd be like, first of all, I wasn't alive. Second of all, you stupid.
Right, exactly. Number one, Stone Cold and Bret Hart didn't need barbed wire. They didn't need barbed wire. They didn't need a death match of all the almighty hell. Like they just needed a simple match.
Simple. I can't stand you, and we finna duke it all right now.
A simple grudge match, and it was accidental. Stone Cold wasn't even supposed to get over like that. Like, it was all that was accident. All that was natural.
I like how you supposed to get over like that. Boy, just cold like that.
Exactly. He didn't exactly. he just, you know what? I just feel like being that guy this morning. And he just woke up, had an awesome match with Bret Hart, instantly woke up that morning, became Stone Cold, like legendary. Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho rolled all on barbed wire, and what they give us? Boredom. Why did you risk your whole body? You put your body on the line for what? For what? Everybody crapped on the finish. Imagine you just rolled on barbed wire, just injured yourself all through hell, just for a crap finish.
The finish takes you back to square one. You're supposed to be at least excelling or closing a chapter of a book with that, but no, you just really just ran a whole circle. And now you're like, oh, shoot, right back where we started.
That's why we got to stop doing these death matches. We got to stop doing all these crazy matches, because once they hurt themselves and once they put themselves through so much. So Chris Jericho got a broken nose just for us to still be talking crap about how badly this match had ended. You know how crazy that is? Like, you put your whole body on the line for all the Darby Allin in them. They don't have to do all of this just for us to talk crap about, just for us to talk crap at the very end. It doesn't do you guys any favors, and it doesn't do your bodies any favors. So do yourself a favor and stop it. Get some help.
See, you know what? I'm gonna just take that to my generation that we can't take anything seriously. That's on me.
Yeah.
Because people could be legit saying that, and I'm just already saying it. But yeah, stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some exactly. Devin needs some help after we go through this book. Devin, my over under for you is 7. I don't think you're getting more than 7. Because I'm pulling out, I'm going crazy. I'm pulling out the hard stops.
What Bobby Roode thing say? I won't give in. Something like that.
Something like that. That's it. Something like that. That's all. Yeah.
Because I was gonna get all into it, so I snapping my fingers and stuff, and yeah, it's just this Sunday.
Here, tell me this guy. This guy. Oh, and also this book was published in 2009. This book was published in 2009. So we have this guy from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Height 5'10", weight 195 pounds. Signature move, shooting star press. He has won the WWE Tag Team Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship. Devin, who is this wrestler?
I am going to say, is it Evan Bourne?
Oh, it is not. Wow. That shocked me. That actually shocked me. Height 5'10", but that's actually a great guess though. I can see where you got that. Height 5'10". You're gonna be mad as hell when I tell you. Height 5'10", weight 195 pounds. From Allentown, Pennsylvania, has won the WWE Tag Team Champion and the Cruiserweight Champion. Billy Kidman.
You see, I'm going based on when that book was. You know what? I'm wrong. It's all right. I'm human.
He says, "You know what? I'm wrong."
I'm gonna take it. I take my L's. They just make my dubs even better.
This wrestler, and listen to the accolades, because this wrestler is a current wrestler. He's wrestling right now. So these statistics, I don't know. He could weigh more. I know his height's still the same, so we ain't going to. Bro, he's 6'3", 273 pounds, from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Do you know who it is?
That's the almighty Bobby Lashley. He the only brother I know from Colorado Springs. Am I correct?
You are correct. You are correct.
See, look at that. That's why I don't even fret when I get one wrong, because you know the next one around the corner is gonna be right. So,
are you sure about that? This manager is out of Indiana. This is a manager from Indiana. He was in the Hall. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2004. He was 5'10", 242 pounds, out of Beverly Hills, California, but originated in Indiana. Devin, who is this manager?
Dang. You know, it's crazy because I almost know majority of the Hall of Fame classes, but 2004 is, I think that's when they finally went back to it. And
his first client, Big John Studd.
Big John Studd. Let me see here. Let me go through my archives in my brain. I want to say, dang, man, if I get this wrong, somebody gonna clown me. It's gonna have to be what it's gonna be. They ain't gonna see me outside though. It wasn't Bobby Heenan, was it?
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
It was Bobby Heenan.
Well, look at that. See, I never doubted myself for 1 minute, man. I knew it. As soon as you said it, I was just like, man, look at that. Nah, sweat on my forehead, man. Quit playing.
Let me see.
Oh, I'm like a bowling ball, man.
This man be so happy because he be doubting himself. Wow.
Man, I believe in myself every time. Every time that question come out your mouth, I'm like, I already know. I'm like, all right, I got this.
No, I don't know. I feel like you were sweating on that last one.
That was the humidity, you know. It's just a little rain, a little last night. It's all good.
This, I got you right here. You're 1-2 right now. This team originated in the 90s, in 1998.
That's when your boy was born. Oh, shoot, got too excited.
In 1998.
That's when 2 ghosts was born.
Yes, you're right. You're also right. You're also distracting me. I'm trying to read this, and I'm trying to read this so I don't give anything away. They were formed in 1998. It was a mystical force appeared into the World Wrestling Entertainment era, led by Gangrel.
Dang, what the heck they call them people? The Brood.
Who was in the Brood? The very first Brood.
Edge and Christian.
Edge and Christian. Final answer.
Yes.
It was Edge and Christian.
Look at that, man. See, I remember, man. They used to come out. That beat be knocking, man.
Let me see.
I obviously can't beatbox it, but they be knocking though. One of these Halloweens, I'm gonna drive around the city with it.
I got you right here.
White t-shirt on.
Right now, you're 2 or 3. You're 2 or 3, right?
Yes, sir.
One of the most famous Buried Alive matches was at the 2003 Survivor Series when Undertaker lost to this man. As a result, the dead man was missing from the WWE for months until WrestleMania 20.
I remember that. Was it
so you know where we're coming. I'm sorry?
Was it the Big Show?
It was not the Big Show.
Dang.
When Undertaker lost to Mr. McMahon.
See, you know, my mind just would have never like clicked that. Like, oh, it was Vince McMahon that did that. Like, I mean, I know he needed help, but
because the first picture you see is Big Show freaking choke slamming somebody into.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what first image went to.
I can't get you one. That was an easy one. I can't give you that one. You got that one wrong. You got that one wrong.
We got jokes out here.
I can't give you that answer for censored reasons.
Oh, I get it. See, man, somebody gotta be on their toes out here.
Look, I'm trying to
Most
give
of
you
the time, that's me.
I'm trying to give you nothing but bangers out here. See, some of these are just too easy.
See, look at that. They gotta pick out the very best for me. So
I gotta give you the crazy ones. I gotta give you the ones that I think you just wouldn't think about.
it's like that 1 out of 4 people in the nation could get that answer right.
See, this I can't give you that one. I can't give you that one.
He got to hit me with a haymaker, man. Something that's gonna make me want to, go back to my roots. And I come back in the fight, and then they be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, because I'm trying to like space these out, but the way these are set up, they're just freaking ugly. Here. When injuries to Shawn Michaels prematurely ended the World Tag Team Championship reign of Stone Cold Steve Austin, HBK, the Texas Rattlesnake was able to choose a new partner when he battled Owen Hart and the British Bulldog in a match to crown the new titleist. Who was Stone Cold's tag team partner that he won the tag team titles with?
Oh, dang, I was talking all that yik yak, and you got me with one. Dang, this is the haymaker I was talking about. So you said Shawn Michaels got injured?
Yep.
Okay. Dang, man. Dang, it's a tough one. Dang it. I should have been running my mouth, but it is what it is.
It said the unlikely duo defeated Hart and Bulldog for the gold. It went on to hold the titles for close to 2 months before a severe neck injury sidelined Stone Cold.
Dang, who the heck he tag team? Wow, this is really drawing a blank. This is stuff I'll be watching, and I gotta get judged when he go back through the watch list. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to be like John Cena at No Mercy 2003, and I'm gonna have to tap out.
You didn't have to say all that.
See, I wasn't going down by myself. Somebody coming with me. Yeah, that one. We can't find that one in my archives right now.
Stone Cold's tag team partner, Dude Love.
Dang, I don't know. I thought you was gonna say Dude Drop. I was like, what? Dude
Drop.
Wow, man, it's doggone McFoley, man. Had all those faces of Foley. That's all
Devin,
good.
Right now, you are what, 2 or 4?
Yes, unfortunately.
Man, what year did Sunday Night Heat debut?
I want to say that this was 1998.
Final answer.
Yes.
It was indeed 1998.
Look at that. Man, 1998 must have been a gold year. Look at that, man. All types of stuff was going down. It was a whole shift in the way the universe was going. It was insane. People didn't know what they was on the verge of. They still don't know yet because it ain't fully crystallized just yet. I like how I got more to say when I win than I lose, but that is what it is.
I don't know. You're 3 or 5. I don't know. My prediction is coming true.
For once.
Let me see. Let me find this right here. That's funny.
Been running the streets.
He doesn't give me this guy's finisher, so I can't really give you him.
Dang, he got that little Mickey finisher, man.
Yeah, I can't give you no easies. Let me see. Who are you? You are not who I think you are.
I'd be mad if somebody finishes a superplex, man. I'd be like, man, get out of here.
I got you right here. This man debuted in 2008. Height 6'3", 225 pounds, out of Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. The running Death Valley driver is his finishing move. Although he debuted in 2008, he was released shortly after and came back to NXT with a new gimmick. Devin, who is this wrestler? The wrestler's name is Gavin Spears. Who did this wrestler turn out to be in WWE? We need his WWE name.
That was sheesh. Okay. Why is this not clicking to me right now? Dang it. I be on the road, then I gotta get hit with a roadblock, man. But it is what it is.
You want me to reread it, or
you know what? I'm gonna chalk it up to an off day, and you know, Gavin, I mean, Michael Jordan didn't win all his games, did he?
Gavin Spears is now going by his AEW name in Sean Spears.
God dang it.
His WWE name, Ty Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger. See, I'm gonna take man.
I was like, Gavin Spears.
I know, I just couldn't. It just couldn't. It couldn't, man. You know what?
Man, 3 of 6, man. I don't know. You proving me right here, my guy.
Let me put this chair down, man.
And then again, I ain't complaining. You know, I ain't complaining.
Man, he been waiting for this day to come. That's why he be waiting.
Yeah, I've been fiending for this.
He was like, please let me see Devin's downfall, please. I'm so sick of the view from down here.
That one is way too easy.
Let me be on top for once. Lola, come back. I'm not a nobody. I'm a winner.
I'm deleting all this out the episode.
Dang, no Shark Tale references, man.
Man, they ain't gonna pay us. I ain't gonna question you about Hulk Hogan. We ain't gonna do it.
No questions for me, brother. You gonna be outside your window now. What Devin, you gotta do, brother?
WWE's only intergender I Quit match took place at No Mercy 2003.
Vince McMahon versus Stephanie McMahon.
Yes, dang.
It only was no. Wait. Before everybody think I'm some sick weirdo, I only know because for some odd reason, I wanted to just really get a WWE DVD one day at Walmart. That was the only one that was there. And me being the type of person I was, I watched it on repeat because I had nothing else to do. That's why I vividly remember John Cena tapping out to Kurt Angle, and I never let it go.
Man, so you just had to get that off your chest, huh? You just had to. I didn't even get the. All I said was No Mercy 2003.
Because I just remember the intro was just wild. Like I popped it in the DVD. I'm like, man, let's get it. And he was like, he used to be my daughter. Now you're just this little disrespectful. I was like, God.
Here we got your 4-7. So far, not so good. This wrestler is this women's wrestler is 5'3". That's it, just 5'3". Out of Dallas, Texas. She is a women's champion and she is a cruiserweight champion. She defeated Chavo Guerrero in May 2004 to become the only woman in history to ever hold the cruiserweight gold. Devin, who is this female wrestler?
Wasn't it Jacqueline?
It was Jacqueline.
Look at that. See that? Quit playing with your boy. I tell people take the controls away because this is not a game.
Yeah, 5'8" ain't that bad.
What I be telling people, man. Even the turtle over here giving me high fives, man. He like, man, you doing good over there, man. Devin, doom.
I don't know. I don't think that was what's happening.
He probably was asking for something too. We handle that later though. Because business is about to pick up, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I felt like you were itching to say that. I felt like it was on the heart.
Pretty
These
much.
guys you don't know, John. I wouldn't give you an answer on Johnny Valiant.
Who?
I wouldn't give you an answer on Judy Martin or Judy Grable.
See, man.
That's why I'm like,
he probably lying about that book, man. That book probably was made.
Man, see, I should ask you a question about Kenny Dykstra. He was a Spirit Squad, right? Yeah. Let me see.
This man, he out here cutting and pasting these pages into the book as we speaking, man.
I'm just read them as we go. Hey, man, look, this man 5'8". He's shaking right now. He's nervous. He don't know what to do with himself right now.
Look, my back is against the wall, but what would I be if it wasn't?
What do you mean? Okay, I got you out here. Actually, no, I don't got you right there because that's too easy. That was just everything that's on there. Los Guerreros. I'm like, I'm not gonna ask you a question and just give you the straight out answer.
See,
well, that's not what we do around here.
He want me to make them from deep, no layups.
Exactly.
No easy buckets.
This wrestler from Chantilly? From Chantilly, Virginia. 6'2", 220. His signature move, a Halo DDT. He's only won the hardcore champion. And he eliminated the Undertaker at the Royal Rumble.
Maven?
It is Maven.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just remember watching something that was talking about him, and I just remember that one thing, and that was like all they had to say. I was like, well, dang, that's messed up.
That's literally all they had to. Yes, no, that's right there. You're 100% right.
I thought it was gonna go somewhere. I'm like, dang. If I was Undertaker, I'm like, I got that eliminated for nothing. I mean, obviously, you either get eliminated or you're gonna win the whole thing. So
it's a whole lot of foolishness. It's just a whole lot of foolishness.
Good thing he wasn't Keith Lee.
He wasn't Keith, man. I don't want to talk about Keith Lee. Please don't make me talk about Keith Lee. I'm like, I'm begging you. Like, I literally just start crying. Like, please.
Like, please don't say that bad name.
Whoa. What is this?
Oh, he must have found me in that book. I forgot. I meant to tell him. I had my short stint when I was there. It was like about 5 minutes.
Hey, I got you right here, Mr. Smart Guy. This lady, I ain't gonna give you her. I can't give you nothing about her because you'll get it right. But this diva, she still wrestles to this day. She announced her presence I couldn't say the word memorable. Natalya announced her presence in a memorable fashion. I said Natalya. God damn it. God
damn it. You said it, I'm like, maybe she's part of this, like, story. Like, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We made her crack under pressure. He was like,
exactly. I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even get
Natalya was at his window. You shut up.
This lady, 5'6", from Puerto Rico. She was the co-winner of the first season of Tough Enough and debuted on SmackDown in 2002. You can ask for a couple. You can ask maybe 1 or 2 hints on this one.
Dang. I'm really spacing out because she went with Maven and stuff, ain't it?
I'm pretty sure she did, but it doesn't say.
Oh man, what was her name, man? Don't say nothing. Dang. Oh wow. Yeah, you know what? I was talking about him cracking under pressure. Now I'm cracking. Shoot. Dang, I feel like it's right there. I just can't. I just literally watched about this like not too long ago. Like, what is going on? That's how I knew about the Maven stuff, man. Stupid brain, like you didn't catch everything. Man, here we go. Yeah, I'm giving in on here. You know,
You gave in. She was blinded by Tajiri.
Okay. Start with the N, right? Was it Nydia or something like? Yeah, that was who it was. Yes, who it was.
Wasn't it Nydia?
She was with what's his name? I ain't even gonna go into that because I may get that wrong.
Yeah, who was her boyfriend?
JB Noble.
Yeah, boyfriend JB Noble.
Look at that.
Nydia walking around all blind.
I ain't never thought of myself, man.
Yes, you did. I'll give me that. I quit.
He gonna come back. Stigma, man. He gonna remix it. I quit.
I'm telling you, he said I had to wait for him to say, you know what, I'll give you. I told him he could get a couple hints. I'll give in. I feel like if I just jumped at him, man, you needed help. Get up out of here, man. He said, just throw this all out the window. I hate myself. I give up.
I'll tell you, my mind went straight blank. I literally just watched about this not too long ago.
Man, but look, this book is really amazing. Hopefully, I'm gonna get a better book. I'm actually gonna find a whole lot more. This is gonna be actually pretty crazy.
I'm gonna get a book that I can't even fit in this door because it has so much WWE history in it.
The next time we open up this book, Mr. Mr. Aaron Duvall will be with us. And he will join in on the fun. But Devin, is there any?
Me and Aaron fused.
Right, you and Aaron fused.
Yeah, that'd be some elite stuff right there.
Devin Duvall, hey, that's a good rap duo though. I can see that. I can see y'all going on tour or something. But Devin, is there any last words before we close this show out?
Man, yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I may be the GOAT, but GOATs have off days as well. You know, it's Sunday, it's all good, you know. And speaking of touring, you know, we all over. We in your basement, we in your car, we in your garage, we at your job. Anywhere and anyhow, the Ill Turn podcast is always there, bringing you what you need. I'm not going to be long, and I actually mean it this time, so I'm going to hand it over to the other man on the other side of me, the other man on the other side of the country as well, the other man who has his hand on his face because he just can't believe the WWE brainiac that I am. I just absorb it all. They call me the WWE sponge, and soon I will just be the wrestling sponge. I'll soak it all in. It's been me, Devin Crimes Jr., and I'm handing it back over to another junior who is Isaiah Jackson Jr. I was trying to do like that Vince McMahon. Right, not the best time to say that, but
thank you.
I was like, okay.
Look, man. It's like as soon as he brings up one thing, it just leads to another. I'm telling you.
They just be linking, man. It just be.
You be like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take too much of your time, but that bird that I saw flying in the midair has got to go away. I'm like, what is he talking about?
It just be off the wall, man.
See, man, I don't be understanding. I don't understand.
I've come a long way, man. I remember when I was one time on here, just like, look, I'm gonna take that title when and that was it. It would have booed me out the arena, man. I would have had to change my whole name.
You would have to change your own. Oh, so you wouldn't be Devin anymore?
Yep. I would really have to be Devin Duvall, man.
I'd be Nevib.
I was like, my whole name backwards, man.
Look, I got nothing to say to you. I got nothing to say. I might be missing. Personally, I think I have to go. I think I might be working at a Diamondbacks game tomorrow. I'm gonna be missing. I got to put this on record. I will be missing Monday Night Raw. So forgive me if I get some stuff wrong out the way. I'll probably record it. I'll just record it and watch it tomorrow. I don't know.
Your boy will be watching it though.
He'll be watching it.
Monday
Devin will be watching SmackDown with a certain Liv Morgan, who knows she can't beat Ronda Rousey. Her words, not mine.
I mean, at least she admitted it. But we'll see. Yeah, I ain't know I was gonna get some of them questions right, but I did. You know, it's like, you know, sometimes you just got a little doubt.
That is true. I mean, 6 out of 10 ain't bad at all. You know, that's what, barely passing.
Hey, but we still got past that finishing line. So just like Liv Morgan, man. I mean, she may barely make it, but if she can walk out of that Nissan Stadium, at least I think that's what it is. With that SmackDown Women's Championship, that's all we're gonna need to know.
You know what? You're right. That's all. I can't wait to find out. I definitely can't wait to find out.
I'm bordering up my walls.
Yep. I hopefully board up your walls and your ears, because you ain't gonna hear enough coming out of me. I'm gonna start going crazy all week. But look, thank you all for those that are watching on YouTube, for those that are listening on Wild 110, Apple and Spotify. Thank you so much for listening, and as always,